back. It's your boy, the Valley Savage, here with Coach Leaf. This is Tell the True
Sorry, no.
Boxing Pod. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We are everywhere. Join our Discord so you can call in, voice your opinion instead of just being Twitter fingers. We accept all comers. Pause. And we don't duck no smoke, man.
Yeah,
No
bring it
smoke.
on, baby. Bring it on.
If we disagree, you think we lying, we'll call up and prove us wrong, man. Don't just be in the comment section. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
But weekend recap. What a weekend in boxing. Shout out to women's boxing. Shout out to Jake Paul, MVP Promotions, for putting on an amazing show in Times Square, New York. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheik for putting on a show in Queens. Stacked card. All of them wars, all of them entertaining. No Tom and Jerry. Boxing is back.
Right.
What's good, Coach?
Well, I'll tell you this. First of all, shout out to Jake Paul for that amazing card. But I did see at the post conference when he was with Shadeja Green, he had the nerve to say that the Canelo and Crawford fight is trash and no one knows who Terrence Crawford is. For him to even try to get in the sport of boxing and get respect, even though I said now he's a real fighter. For him to say that out his mouth, that Crawford is not known and this and that, his mom got more followings than Crawford. Like, Jake Paul, shut your damn mouth. I wish I could fight you, bro. Tell the truth. But with that being said, he did make an amazing card. We could start any fight. Every fight on that card was.
Well, I mean, shit. There's so many.
Honestly, real quick, I didn't see the prelims. I couldn't even find where that was at. Like, I'm pissed off that we missed those fights. There was a lot of fights on the prelims before the major four that we seen on Netflix. Did you see any prelims?
Yeah, I mean, I saw all the prelims.
Where were they at? Were they on Netflix too?
On YouTube. Yeah.
Can I
The
go
main
back and
card.
watch that? I could go back and watch that.
I think you can because you can go you can go on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. You can go on Netflix and watch the main card, but on YouTube, if you go to MVP Promotions, I think that it is there.
I would love to
on
watch
their
that.
page.
All right.
But yeah, Trineka Johnson was not on the main card. She fought Sharetta Metcalf. I picked Sharetta Metcalf on my bet slip, and that went horribly wrong. 9th round TKO. We finally got a knockout in women's boxing. It's been a while.
Did that girl have dreads or something? The black girl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I kind of see some clips of that.
And Trineka Johnson is the undisputed. That fight got her undisputed.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one John, the Australian John that remember she got on the scale naked and she was painted.
Yeah, she's like adorable. Right.
Yeah, like she had OnlyFans painted on her, and she had like the cannons was out, all crazy. She got her ass whooped in that fight though.
Yeah, she's a fighter. She's not too technically sound, but she's just really, really rugged, really tough. And from what I was seeing,
she's tall, bro. She's tall, bro. Big.
Is she?
Like, yeah, bro. Trineka Johnson, bro. She didn't look like it, but bro, she's tall, bro.
How tall is she?
Let's see.
Don't say no 6'1" or nothing.
No. She ain't that tall, bro.
Like 5'9", 5'10".
I think she might be 5'9", but I'm gonna bring up her box rec real quick. Trineka Johnson. Give me 1 second.
They were saying that the girl that she was fighting she was taking the punches and they ref didn't like how she was responding to the punches, so he stopped the fight. That's a little clip I seen.
Damn, how come it's not showing me how tall she is? Let me just type in height. Oh, she's 5'5". Damn, she looked way taller than that.
Yeah, I didn't think she was that big.
Yeah, she looked taller than that. I
The
mean,
only
she
girl
fought.
that we know that's tall in boxing is Fandora. She's
But Fundora is not fair, bro. For her and her brother, that's not fair being that tall, bro. And be able to squeeze down to that weight class, that's just
154. Yeah,
that ain't right, bro. But shout out to her. Australia's first female undisputed champion.
right.
So shout out to her, man. Let me see. Then we go to damn man, I should have went with Trineka, bro, but I don't know. Something about Sharetta Metcalf, man. And I like her style, bro. But I think Johnson probably was in the lab because she brought out some tools I never seen before. Her jab was like so stiff, man. It gave Metcalf problems all night.
Well, we see the size of the two. This girl was way more stacked than her, so I didn't really see her beating her anyway.
Chantel Cameron beats Camara. That's a unanimous decision. Yeah, she dominated in that fight. Shout out to Chantel Cameron. She's a beast, bro. And Ramna Ali, close fight. But it was a good fight. Definitely a good fight. But I'll get into the first card. You saw the Scottney and the Mercado, right?
I seen the whole main card. That to me was the best fight.
You think so?
I swear to me, I think that was the best fight because of how skilled. What's her name? The first girl you said,
Scottney. Yeah.
That girl can fight, bro.
For real. And she did. She dominated like the first half of the fight, but Mercado came on late, bro.
But
Mercado started to fight back. I was impressed.
It wasn't going to be enough, bro. That girl.
It wasn't. It wasn't enough, but she did fight back. She didn't just lay down. So I'm giving credit. Scottney definitely dominated the fight, but the fact that Mercado fought back, especially late in the rounds, your endurance is running out. And you got this girl across from you that's putting hands and feet on you. For her to fight back,
belt to ass, bro. She couldn't miss the right hand. Every time she came forward, she hit her with the bomb. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised she didn't knock her out. She hurt her about 3-4 times in that fight.
Yeah, she had Mercado hurt a couple times for sure. But I'm not saying that it was a close fight. What I'm saying is that it looked like it was just going to be a lopsided victory.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was just going to get washed. If anything, she was about to get stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And she fought back. Even her corner's telling her, like, she got frustrated with her corner. You remember? You saw that? She's like, oh, yeah, I got the first couple rounds. And like, you know what I mean? And her corner was like, hey, this girl's, you know what I mean? You need to be careful here. So, shout out to Mercado. She in the fans. I wouldn't mind seeing her again. But I didn't even know anything about Scottney. And I'm a hardcore boxer. I mean, Leaf, I watch boxing, bro. I watch everything.
Mm-hmm.
I knew nothing about Scottney.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen Scottney too. But just the poise and from what their commentators are saying, like, she's undefeated. We see why she's undefeated, but she is actually technically sound. She knows how to cut the corners. She knows how to fight in and out. She's sharp as hell, man. She's gonna be very hard to beat.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll get into the next fight after that, which I think was the best fight of the card, which was Shadasia Green.
That was a good fight.
Patterson, New Jersey, stand up. You got one. Unified champion now. And man, let me just say this. The ref taking a point away from her holding was the best thing that's ever happened to Shadasia Green in her entire life. I don't care what happened in her life. I don't care what blessings that she's been blessed with. I'm not trying to downplay it, but listen, when the ref constantly warned her and then called the timeout and said, I'm taking a point away, Shadasia Green had to let hands go. And if you guys watch a few episodes back, when I put my back slip in, I'm like, champ, I just need you to let your hands go. You guys go back and watch. I'm like, champ, if you just let your hands go, if you don't stop this girl, you're going to win. And when that ref took that point away, that was all she wrote.
I felt like the ref was on her too much too, because Savannah Marshall was holding a lot too, loading up and then clinching.
I don't think it wasn't the holding when it comes to Savannah Marshall. I do know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
She was holding a little bit, but the ref had to keep telling her to stop leaning, stop coming in with your head. He told her over and over and over again, and he kept giving her chance after chance after chance. And you were so quick to take a point away from Shadeja for holding, but I mean, a headbutt is more dangerous than somebody holding. You know what I'm saying? How come you're not taking a point? He didn't even call timeout to give her a stern warning, like, "Hey, look, if you keep doing this, then I'm gonna." He just kept warning her, warning her, warning her. But
that's why I said it was some favoritism going on. But that's why I think also why Shadeja Green bit down and started really touching, putting hands on her. And Shadeja Green got a lot of power, but a lot of, like you said, if she lets her hands go, she'll stop a lot of girls. She's a lot more technically sound than she even knows herself. Once she started putting hands and like really letting loose, like Savannah Marshall had no chance. And Savannah Marshall was not no easy task either.
bro, Savannah Marshall's only loss is to Clarissa Shields, bro.
The GOAT.
And bro, almost everybody after Clarissa, she stopped.
Even before.
Exactly.
Savannah Marshall was the truth. And mind you, the only thing that we kind of have to remember is she's been out of boxing for 2 years with the MMA shit. You know, this is her first fight coming back into boxing against Shadeja Green. And she did that with Shadeja Green. Even though Shadeja Green won, Savannah Marshall is a fighter that doesn't lay down, is usually the aggressor and usually the one that gets you out of there. So it, for both of them, it showed, you know, they bit down. But for Savannah Marshall, for being out of boxing for 2 years, to fight Shadeja Green and go 10 rounds, that says a lot.
Yeah, to go 10 rounds and this is the first time even Savannah Marshall said it. She's like, I never been in a position that I've been in. And she's been in a ring with Clarissa Shields, bro. She said that Shadeja had her in a position that she's never been in before. Because Shadeja had her visibly hurt a few times. That you see the legs buckle. You saw the eyes kind of like had to reset themselves a little bit. And Savannah Marshall, every time I've seen, even with Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall was walking her down and Clarissa was on the back foot. And Clarissa is an excellent fighter on the back foot. Excellent. Was pointing her up. You know what I'm saying? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like she was methodical with it. She was a surgeon with it, but she was also backing up. Shadeja had Savannah Marshall for the first time I've ever seen Savannah Marshall backing up. And I was like, oh shit. When she really felt Shadeja's power, after she was, because you saw how Savannah Marshall was like kind of taunting her a little bit, like when she was smiling at her because she caught her with a few clean punches. And then when, you know, Shadeja was like, oh, okay. Oh, something is funny. I'm gonna show you what's funny. And she started putting hands and feet on her.
Well, the right hand and the left hook from
Yes.
Shadeja Green.
And the uppercut.
Powerful. It's very powerful. And well, you got to remember though, when Clarissa fought Savannah Marshall, she fought an undefeated Savannah Marshall. You got to always remember, when you're fighting a person that's undefeated, that never lost, you're fighting the best version of them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and she was the, you know, Clarissa even said herself, like, you know, this girl can punch. She hurt me a little bit in there. But Clarissa we already know she's the GOAT. I mean, she proved against even Savannah Marshall. Like Clarissa, honestly, to me, is the best female fighter in boxing.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
Shadeja Green, does she have one loss though by Frances?
Franchon Cruz.
Franchon Cruz. Yeah, I thought that. I thought she beat Shadeja Green. That's
the thing, bro.
That's how good she is too, though.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. The whole fight with Franchon, Franchon and Shadeja. Shadeja was not letting her hands go, bro. I'm standing up. I'm screaming. I'm like, champ, let your hands go. Let her feel the bricks in it. Bro, how many people have we talked to that's been in a ring with Shadeja that said that she punches like a man? That men get in there with her, with Shadeja, and they're like, yo, she punching like it. Ian Green. Ian Green was like, yo, what?
Bro, we were face to face with Shadeja.
Yeah.
She's filled out. She's a true
168.
yeah, she's filled out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if I get in there with her, she's gonna give me all I can handle. She get in with you. She's fucking serious, you know.
Man,
And you know, is a reason why certain fighters ain't jumping in there with her. You know, you gotta be very cautious. Get Shadeja comfortable letting her hands go. Oh yeah, she's gonna be very dangerous. You know, this version of Shadeja with letting her hands go. Now,
yes,
realizing what she can do and being more confident in what she is a confident fighter, but like you said, she will hold back. She could have beat that Francesca Cruz or whatever her name is. She could have beat her, but what made her lose was she held back and just got outpointed.
Yes, exactly. She did not. She was so reluctant just to throw a jab, just to establish distance. She was reluctant. You know what I mean? And maybe it was the bright lights, maybe. And I was thinking that maybe the bright lights and the position that she was in, because you're on Netflix, you know, millions and millions of people are going to be tuned in. You got all the people there in the crowd. You're only in Queens, New York. Patterson is not that far away. Your family and friends are in the building. And once again, I think that in the beginning of the fight, maybe that was kind of getting to her. And that's why I say, bro, thank God that the ref was like, I'm taking a point away. Cause then it clicked like, yo, I need to get her off of me somehow.
I gotta win this. Yeah, I gotta win this.
Yeah, exactly. And then once she established that jab in the distance, oh my God, bro, it was that was all she wrote. That was it. The way that she was slipping, like she was in a pocket with, because Savannah Marshall don't give you a choice. You're going to be in a pocket with Savannah Marshall, whether you like it or not.
Right.
You're going to be in a pocket in the middle of the ring, or you're going to be in a pocket against the ropes. It's up to you. When she started really engaging, really throwing hands, and then when I seen for the first, I'll say it again, bro. I'll say it a million times. Bro, Savannah Marshall was backing up. I've never seen it, bro. Even with Clarissa Shields. Even when the undefeated...
There was times where Caressa had put her back with a little bit of combinations because Caressa was letting her fucking hands go against Savannah Marshall. But I agree with you. No one has really ever pressed Savannah Marshall backwards. She took the fight to Savannah Marshall, who is used to being the aggressor, because Savannah Marshall is a big girl himself. She's a girl that comes forward, breaks you down mentally, and knocks your ass out.
Yeah,
she thought that she was going to do that to Shadeja Green.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, when the ref took the point away, right after that, he rocked her with a big right hand. She was pissed, and that's, like you said, was the best thing. I agree with you 100%.
Next fight was Alicia Baumgartner and Jennifer Miranda. Bro, Miranda, dog. Damn, bro. Dog. And built like she was made in a lab, bro. Like, I mean, muscles on top of muscles, man. 8-pack and all endurance, bro. Pressure, a whole bunch of punches, all fight long. Miranda is a problem. I would love to see Miranda again. And everybody knows I'm a fan of Alicia Baumgartner. Champ. My opinion, right? Tell the truth, right? Baumgartner lost that fight. She lost that fight.
You think so? I mean,
you don't?
Listen, she got hit a lot more. She didn't lead with a jab. This girl put a lot of hands on her. She could have lost that fight. If I go back and watch it, I recall like seeing her get hit. Like Baumgartner, she has so much skill and talent, but she's not as technical as she should be. Which, especially when isn't she undisputed?
Undisputed. Yep. Yeah. Undefeated. Yep.
Yeah.
And it has, to her credit, she only fought 4 rounds in 2 years. So ring rust may have been a thing. Miranda is a dog. Maybe she kind of went in there because Miranda's record really isn't something to take home to your mom. You know what I mean? Like it's not the best resume, even though she is undefeated. So maybe Bumgarner probably slept on her a little bit, and the fact that you only had 4 rounds in 2 years, and you just switched trainers. This is her first fight with Derek James. Well, I mean, we can get into Derek James too for a little bit later, but
I think
I didn't see her
I didn't
losing.
like it. I didn't like the chemistry. I didn't like it. She doesn't look like the fighter she used to be.
Nah, and the scene, yeah, exactly. Her chemistry with Harrison to me was better than it was with Derek James. Again, this is their first fight. Maybe they still got some things that they got to work out, but it didn't look, how it did when she was with Harrison.
When she fought Micaiah Mayer, she was way better. When she fought the other girls, she led with a jab. She landed the right hand a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
She just didn't even look like Baumgartner at all. She was daring to be beat that night. Like you said, she probably lost.
And I didn't see her throwing that many combinations. That's something that you see a lot out of Baumgartner, where the combinations is flowing. And I just seen a whole bunch of 1s and 2s.
And she was falling in and getting drilled.
Mm-hmm.
Falling in with the right hand, lunging from a deep, and getting tagged up. And
head was still on the line. I mean, she got hit with so many jabs, it wasn't even funny, bro.
Like I said, for you to say that you think she lost, that didn't cross my mind when I was watching it. But they did give it to the champ. But like I said, they could have given that a draw. That girl was putting hands on her a lot. She got hit a lot more. And Baumgartner, if she faced a pure boxer, the only thing Baumgartner always got is that power.
Mm-hmm.
But you could neutralize the power. If you can't set up nothing with your jab and you get in touch like that, oh yeah, you losing that fight. So we got to see who she faces next to really see where she's at.
She's calling out the main event winner, Katie Taylor. I would definitely get back in the lab, champ, before you get in there with Katie Taylor, because I mean,
Katie Taylor. A lot of people sleep on Katie Taylor, man. She's the truth, bro. She's the truth.
Katie Taylor is the truth, bro. The truth.
You seen that last? I mean, so if we getting into the main event. First of all, Amanda Serrano came out and fought the wrong fight.
Yes.
She should have went back exactly how she was from the first 2 fights. Put aggression, real pure aggression on her, but only thing she had to start doing was taking steps back, making Katie commit and countering her. It's all she had to change. When she tried to stay outside and pity pat, you're not going to outbox a pure boxer like Katie Taylor. On record, they both are top, even though Amanda Serrano might have more fights and conquer more divisions. Katie Taylor is a pure boxer. And it was easily easily kind of beat her. Mm-hmm. Where a lot of people might have looked like it was close. I don't think it was close at all.
Yeah, I think the same thing. It was the fact that the first 2 fights, I think Katie Taylor was really trying to brawl with Serrano. She wanted to be in that war with her. And I think that Katie Taylor approached this fight like, you know what? I'm going to box tonight. Tonight, I'm going to use the sweet science instead of just rock 'em, sock 'em. You know what I mean? Because the 1, 2, 3, if you watch the first 2 fights, Serrano for the majority of the fight, I don't want to say, 60 or 50%, but it was definitely the majority of the fight. Amanda Serrano is 1, 2, 3, reset, 1, 2, 3, reset, 1, 2, 3,
more
1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
more 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. She barely throws the 3. Once in the blue, but she relies on her just 1, 2, and she don't have the feet. She's real. I don't want to say she's ordinary, but she a good fighter that can move and punch. They will give her hell, man. Like Serrano, listen, Serrano's a dog. Like you get in front of her, even the corner set, she's flat footed, she's heavy footed. And Katie Taylor she's moves beautifully in the ring. She's angles, this and that. And Katie Taylor could have exposed her more and touched her more, but even what she did, the less what she did, still beat Serrano. And the thing is, Serrano is used to just brawling and not getting you out of there. So she had to have Katie right in front of her to really like show her skills. But when Katie was just moving and Serrano, like I said, fought the wrong game plan, she tried to be on the outside, beating her the same. She came with the kind of like the same game plan Katie came with. We're going to try to box her. It didn't work. Because Katie know how to land the right hand clean on you and the hook when you're coming out. And then,
and then when shit got deep, Serrano went back to what she normally does, which is, like you said, 1-2, 1-2, put her head down, 1-2, 1-2. And when she started doing that, that's when Katie Taylor just took off. It was easy work after that, you know. I think she kind of panicked a little bit the second half of the fight, and you can tell at the end of the fight, like just her reaction before they even announced who the winner was. She knew.
Oh yeah, she knew. That's why her head was down. But shout out to Katie Taylor for, first of all, giving Serrano the last fight, the third fight, because she already had on paper you beat her 1 and 2. Even though the second fight we could have, I was even close to more Serrano won that fight. It still was close enough that you could have really said who won. It could have been either or. But for the first fight, I definitely gave Katie Taylor. The second fight, like I said, was close. And the third fight was clear victory of Katie Taylor. But she's the only one out of the trilogy that won 3 times in the history of boxing.
Yeah, that's where we disagree. I think Amanda Serrano definitely won that fight. I don't think it's even close. I don't think it's close.
And when she got hurt with that cut, Katie Taylor was really hitting her with some big shots.
Even when she got the cut, she was still putting hands and feet on Katie Taylor.
She was. She was.
I mean, I think the only reason why we even have a third fight is because of the controversy in the second fight, to be honest with you, because who gets a third fight after you already lost twice?
That's what I said. Katie Taylor wanted to make sure she win if there's no controversy with it. So that's why she gave her that third fight. But like I said before, she's the only one in the history of boxing that won a trilogy and won all 3 fights. No matter what we say, if she lost the second or not, she won on paper and she won all 3 fights. That is fucking superb, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Katie Taylor, man. She did her thing, bro. Again, shout out to the ladies in general. I made a post the other day. I even put it in the back chat. If you want to be entertained, if you want guaranteed on the edge of your seat entertainment, watch women's championship boxing. They never let you down, ever. Even if you go all the way back to Layla Ali, when Layla Ali was in a championship fight, either she's going to get a belt or she's defending it, Layla and whoever she's across the ring from, they're going to give you a show. Every single time.
Women as a whole, when they fight, even when it's sparring, we had Leanna Cruz, but I've seen other girls, like when it's like ding, they are going. They actually go into the smoke faster than men do. Because with men, we punch in a little bit harder. There's a little bit more of a caution. Women, they don't give a fuck. They're coming straight for the smoke. They're laying hands on. They're landing numerous amount of punches from the opening bell to the end. So yeah, like you said, if you want to watch pure fighting, pure boxing all the way with no hesitations, watch a women's fight without question.
Facts. And then we'll move on to Saturday's card. Turki Al Sheikh's, what would they call this? Ring. I don't know what they call this, but who cares, man? What a dope card, man. Dope card. Shout out to DAZN. Shout out to Riyadh Season. Shout out to Turki Al Sheikh. Again, giving us a stacked card, championship fights. Told them from the beginning, no Tom and Jerry, and the men delivered. There were no running, exciting fights from the beginning, from the opening fight to the end. The opening fight was David Morrell and Imam Katayev, and that was a controversial fight as well, with David Morrell being knocked down. So that was a 10-8 round, and still managed to beat Katayev in a split decision. Did you saw that? You saw that fight, right?
Yeah. I gave it to Morrell, even though it was close. Like, he got dropped, and the Russian guy came with the heat. Towards the late of that fight, Morrell started exposing a little bit more of his will. Morrell's a dog, man. Period. I mean, but to see him get dropped after the Benavidez fight, who Benavidez didn't drop him, did he?
Mm-mm.
Morrell's not a guy that usually gets dropped. I think he had got dropped maybe before in his career, I believe so, or he got tested. But I was shocked to see that and him come back. But like
Morrell's
you said, could have been. Yeah, he's good, but that dude that he was fighting,
yeah,
it just tells you, like, even though you may not know the name, any guy that gets in that ring, mind you, they're training for weeks to kill you, bro. So you gotta always. That's why I never really call people like cans or this and that, because like I said, anybody could come in that ring and upset the card or upset the favorite. So it's boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not calling robbery. If you actually watch the fight, like, a lot of people like to comment on something after they only watch the highlights on Instagram or on Twitter, and they'll see somebody get knocked down and be like, "Oh, well, how did he win?" Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 or 12 rounds, and that's a 10-8 round if they get knocked down only once, and you have how many more rounds to make that up? And that's exactly what Morrell did. Like you said, the second half of the fight, I mean, he was given. Katayev was giving Morrell hell for the first half of that fight. Hell. And shout out to David, man, because he came back. He figured it out. He made some adjustments. Shout out to his corner. His corner was excellent. Excellent. Gave him all the right answers. He listened to him. He came back in the fight. And I think he dominated. Well, not really dominated, but he clearly won the second half of that fight. So
he had made adjustments. He
yeah.
was the one that was able to make the adjustments and take a lot of the steam. You got to remember too, most of these guys that come up front runners, they got their fullest power in the beginning. So if you could kind of like get through the adversity of their power as the rounds are going, they're not as strong. And then, that's when you really see the dog or the temperament of that fighter. So, Morrell did his thing. He came back and he won that fight.
Yeah.
No controversy here.
Nah, yeah, I don't think it's a controversy, man. People are so quick to call robbery, and you didn't even watch the fight, bro. You didn't even watch the fight. Like, right. I can't stand that. You can tell who's a boxing fan and who isn't. Right. But to me, even though, again, an exciting card, praise Turki Al-Sheikh, but man, this next fight, what to me was the best fight. Subriel Matias versus Alberto Puello. Subriel Matias is a machine. I think he's made of steel. He has a chin. You can't ask for a better chin. I mean, this man will take a clean punch to the temple, to the chin. It doesn't matter. He's going to keep putting pressure on you. And to be honest, and I'm a Subriel fan, he's not that good of a boxer. He's really not. It's like Floyd Mayweather said, straight up and down, no special effects.
Right.
That's what, but Subriel is the embodiment of that phrase. Straight up and down, no special effects, all power. He cuts the ring off like a magician. Like, there's nowhere to run with Subriel Matias. There's nowhere to go. And if you don't have the power to keep him off you, you're going to have a long, long, long night. There's some cuts. I've seen some people say that Puello got robbed. I don't believe that. I think that Puello came on strong, later on. Shout out to him. He's a dog. He took a lot of punishment. You can tell that he was getting hurt by punches. Subriel was really attacking that body, especially in the first half. You would think that Puello was going to slow down towards the end of the round. Puello actually got stronger as the fight went on, still landing clean punches, still was able to back up Subriel with a couple of the clean shots that he landed.
Right.
But Subriel, he got a little winded at the end of the fight. To be expected, throwing that many punches, keep walking somebody down. You're not going to really last that long, that much pressure for the entire fight. But Subriel got it done. But Puello, man, like I said, like I was saying with Clarissa Shields, Puello is really, really good fighting on the back foot. Really good fighting on the back foot. Very disciplined jab. Excellent with angles and footwork. Excellent with distance and timing. But Subriel found a way to close the show.
So Subriel is just a machine, and just the volume, the pressure, even getting hit with clean good shots, couldn't stop him. That's why you have to give shout out to Liam Paro, who actually beat Matias like nothing. Mm-hmm. He kind of beat him easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to give Hitchison even credit because he destroyed Liam Paro.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's always funny with them hometown fights. I don't know if you noticed, Leaf, like when these guys get a hometown fight, they're fighting in front of their hometown crowd. They don't put on the best performances. For some reason, they don't perform that well. I think it was Devin Haney who had the best performance performing at home when he was back in Oakland or in the San Francisco area going against Regis Prograis, and he beat the brakes off him. But that's the exception. Usually when these guys get that hometown, something happens. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a lot more pressure too because you're at home. So I feel like you got to put a little bit more, just like Boots and Karen,
Mm-hmm.
But then you see Crawford when he fought David Avanesian at home. Some fighters, they come in there at home and they just as comfortable, if not even more.
Who did Boots fight in Philadelphia when he was at the Wachovia Center? Was that
Villa?
Yeah, I think that was Villa, and he put on an excellent performance. So that's another exception too. But usually when these guys get hometown fights, they don't perform well. So I would like to see a rematch between him and Paro, just off the muscle, just to show that was a fluke.
Who?
Paro and Subriel. Yeah, because that was in Puerto Rico. That car is in Puerto Rico. And I think, where is he from?
When has Paro fought since Hitchison? I haven't seen him since.
Paro had a fight after.
Did he? But I haven't seen him.
I'm trying to think. Who was it? Did he? I got to bring up his BoxRec. There's been so many fights, man. Like ever since Turki Al-Sheikh came in, bro, it's been like mega card after mega card after mega card. So I gotta check that out. I think he did fight after that though. But next fight, also excellent fight. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson.
That was to me the fight of the night.
Great. I mean, to me, the reason why I chose Matias and Puello is because that was a close fight.
Yeah.
It was a back and forth. It may not look like it because of all the pressure that Matias was putting on him, but Puello was fighting so well on the back foot that it was such a close fight. The Shakur Stevenson clinic, that was belt to ass.
But a lot of people looked at it like this guy was doing, it was a lot closer, and it's just like that's what the sweet science is. Shakur shut everybody down. He stood right in front of Zepeda.
Mm-hmm.
He fought Zepeda's fight, who is known for volume and punching. He got some good power. Shakur was in that motherfucker, and when he let his hands go and the 4, 5, 6 piece combinations, everything was clean. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, Shakur is the truth. Without question, he's the best 135 pounder.
Yeah.
I would love to see Shakur versus Tank. That is a must.
I don't even know
Must
if we'll
fight.
see Tank, man. Tank is a whole nother story. We got to do a show on that, bro. Tank is wilding, bro.
We also got to see Shakur versus Schofield.
Yeah. Even though after that performance, man, I think he puts hands and feet on Schofield, bro.
Shakur, you know, he even if you got power, he know how to roll. He's the truth.
Mhm.
Just the poise he did in front of Zepeda. Like Zepeda was doing everything to get his punches off, and he was landing on some shots too. Man, Shakur was so calm in the pocket, smiling, breaking them down. Even when he got hit off balance, everyone thought, "Oh shit!" Man, Shakur is the truth. When he throws to land, I know I see him through a couple of shots that he missed, but it was far in between. When he let his hands go, when he ripped to the body, or he throw a 4-5 piece combination. And as a southpaw too, you know, when I was seeing when Shakur throwing combinations like that as a southpaw to land like that of every shot, bro, that's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was hurting Cepeda too.
Mm-hmm. He was backing him up.
Yeah.
With the just with the jab. Because you know Zepeda's all pressure. Man, when Shakur threw that stiff jab, bah! Yo, Zepeda was like, oh, he stopped him right in his tracks. You
And
know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, he wasn't barely throwing jabs at first. Like he was first fighting him just the fight he was fighting. Then he started touching him with the jab and stuff. But like Shakur did anything, but he could do that to anybody.
Zepeda was coming in, and Shakur was catching him clean with the lead hook, left and right. Bah!
Straight left.
Lead hook.
Body shots. In between, he throwing combination, sure, picking them. Certain shots, man. Listen.
In between combinations.
Superb performance by Shakur.
Zepeda was throwing combinations, and Shakur was slipping, either catching, and then catching them in between the combinations that Zepeda was throwing, bro. Clean shots too. The accuracy from Shakur is shit that you only saw from Floyd Mayweather. From Floyd Mayweather, the accuracy was he was a sniper, bro. Sniper.
That version of Shakur
beats Tank.
Anybody. Beats anybody. Even a guy like Abdullah Mason. Because he will neutralize a lot of your offense.
Abdullah's not ready. Abdullah's not ready yet.
He's going to neutralize a lot of your offense, but he's going to be able to land when he wants to, and that's the thing. That's why it was so clean. It's so beautiful to see that.
Yeah.
When he,
I would love to see him and Keyshawn, but we know we're never getting that. We're never going to get that fight.
Keyshawn's a sharp. He's another dog to himself. But I think without question, Keyshawn's defense is not. No one's got better defense than Shakur at 35. Nobody.
Nah, nobody has that. No.
Not even at 40, honestly.
Only thing Shakur lacks is power. It's the only thing.
I don't know. He was kind of hurting the boy. You don't got that knockout power.
Yeah, he don't have the knockout power.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He don't have the kind of power that's gonna, because Zepeda was coming forward the whole fight. Even though he was getting touched the whole fight, he was coming forward the entire fight. You don't see people coming forward on Tank like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see people coming forward on Keyshawn like that.
Wait. Let's what happened with Roach? Roach is coming forward.
Roach fought well off the back foot.
He's also coming forward. Yeah, Tank backing up.
Now he was standing in the middle of the ring, but
yeah, Tank backing up too.
But he wasn't. No, bro. For the majority of that fight,
he had Tank backing up. I'm not saying the whole fight.
Oh my God,
but he had Tank backing up. Cut the fuck out. He had Tank backing up. And watch that fight again. I can't wait to see the rematch. Yo,
if he even gets a rematch,
he gonna watch what he's doing.
Shakur, shout out to Shakur. I have to apologize. A lot of people have to apologize to Shakur.
I knew Shakur was gonna win that fight.
He developed a stigma about him that he proved all the doubters wrong, all the haters wrong. And I gotta admit it. You gotta tell the truth. He proved me wrong. You know, even though I thought that Shakur was gonna win the fight, I thought he was gonna win the way that he normally does, which is movement. You know what I mean? And for him to stand in there like that, man, you gotta give him credit. You can't What you saw from Shakur that night, there is not a single thing that you can point out in that performance that he did wrong. Everything was perfect. Perfect. He didn't run. I mean, have you seen a better Philly shell since Mayweather too? When have you saw a shell like that?
Yo, he's the truth, bro.
When have you seen the Philly shell like that since Mayweather? Who?
You can't say the macaroni and cheese shell from Ryan Garcia. You can't say
You
who
can't
else
say
has it?
Tank either. You can't say Tank. Tank loves to be in that shell. Especially when it's against the ropes, he jumps right in that shell. That's how he who did he knock out with that?
Rolly.
Rolly. Walked right into it. But Shakur was in there taking 6-7 punch combinations, and only one punch would land, and they wouldn't even land flush. Even when it was shots to the body,
He got
even
hit
when he
with
went,
some clean shots, like the straight left sometimes. It's that, but it's
yeah,
rare.
out of like
and-
6 or 7 punches, only one of them was going to get through. He was catching everything else. If he didn't catch it, he slipped it. You know, or it would roll right off the shoulder. It would look like he hit him flush, but if you watch the replay, he would catch it right on the shoulder, and it would roll right. And then he would come right back with either a hook or uppercut, and it was clean.
And most of the time, he was on the ropes. There's a Pater right in front of you, and he can't land.
Can't land.
All that smothering, all that throwing, this and that. Shakur was like, and Shakur even said himself, you know, a lot of people don't want him on the ropes since tonight. He said, but I feel sometimes comfortable on the ropes because you know they people get more aggressive, and I could pick you. And yo, without question, that performance with Shakur put volumes on the 135. That I'm that man. I'm him. And he had a chip on his shoulder too coming in that fight.
For sure. And the main event. Edgar Berlanga, man. I told y'all, man. Told y'all. I'm gonna just say I don't care nobody. Look, I respect all fighters. You have to when you see firsthand the things that they go through, not even in the fight, not even really in sparring and in training camp, but just like everyday life, like with family and like with kids and the things that they got to deal with social media. I understand. But for some reason, Berlanga built this fan base that I can't understand how he got.
Man, he's a heart in New York, man. You know how people represent. But him coming out with Fat Joe back to back, he took 2 L's back to back with Fat Joe. Not no disrespect towards Fat Joe, but maybe you need someone else coming out with you. But like he took a
that ain't what he need.
He took a fucking bad knockout loss. And
that was belt to ass, bro. That was belt to ass.
He was doing all right in the beginning. He was doing a little bit. He was doing okay a little bit, but he just didn't let his hands go. He should just put the power went to him. But like I said, like you said, that dude, especially I went once. What's his name again?
Hamza.
Yeah, listen. That was the first time I won 168, and he dismantled Berlanga.
Did way better than Canelo.
His ass out.
Bad.
The second knockdown really was the end of the fight.
The first knockdown was the end.
Nah,
the ref should have stopped it there.
He got up. He was doing when he got up and got hit again, when he went out, like the second time he got dropped, when the bell run, because he was about to come and finish him, but the bell run, did you see Berlanga trying to walk to his corner? He was so hurt.
Yeah.
But when the next round came, he literally just ran up on him 1-2, and the fight was over.
Yep.
He was so hurt from that second knockdown. He could barely walk to the ref. The rest that go to the left, he could barely, like, he was fucking hurt the second knockdown. You might have said the first knockdown. I thought he kind of got up from the first one. But the second one, oh my God. Did you see the punches he hit him with?
Bro, the computer shut down.
Fucking problem. That man is a problem. Weapon?
Yeah, nah, bro. Don't you listen, man. Berlanga can't fight, bro. Like, he can't box, bro. He's a terrible boxer. I'm sorry. Tell the truth. He's a terrible boxer. His defense is horrible, bro. Horrible.
Yeah, no defense for that.
He's predictable. He has all that power. He has no idea how to set traps. He has no idea how to put himself in position to use the power. He just tries to fight through punches. I'ma just try to eat this jab so I can give you what I got. You're not Sabril, bro. You're not. I'm sorry, bro. He is not good.
Where does he go next?
Caleb. They both coming off losses. Caleb has a loss with Resendiz, and he has a loss with now Hamza.
Caleb, and you know what too? Berlanga talked a lot of trash to his opponent and about Caleb when he lost, and that also shows when you do a lot of talking, karma comes back, and he got his ass whooped worse than Caleb did. Caleb will beat his ass though. That's not like Caleb's a pure boxer. Like he might stop Berlanga.
He would beat the brakes off Berlanga, bro. He would beat he's too predictable, bro. Way too predictable. I never even boxed it. Bro, I can see what's coming. I could tell you, this is what he's about to do right here. Hamza destroyed this man, bro. Destroyed him.
Did he change corners though? Because he don't fight the way he used to fight. Berlanga was a lot better. Berlanga was a lot better earlier in his career. Obviously, when he was coming up for the 16.
Bro, he was going against Uber drivers and bartenders.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was fighting a lot better too.
It's easy to look like it. It's easy to look like it when you're going against guys that he went against, bro. If you go through his entire box strike, bro, a lot of these guys are not even fighting no more, bro. Either they're not fighting no more, or they've accumulated even more losses after the Berlanga loss. I mean, after the Berlanga loss.
Yeah.
And then when we seen it, when as soon as Berlanga was starting to step it up, bro, he started biting people's necks from the frustration, getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
He hasn't, bro, Berlanga, and I understand I'm being really critical. I understand, you never been a professional boxer, whatever, bro. I know what I'm watching. And he hasn't developed anything. He's the same fighter that was knocking out 15 straight fighters that he is today. He has not developed at all. We've seen guys that are even at the top of we've seen Terrence even develop, as great as Terrence is. If you watch the beginning of his career in Terrence and you look at the Terrence now, levels above where he was. You watch Tank and his beginning of his career, and you watch Tank now, levels. Keyshawn Davis, levels.
Haney, levels. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But look at Berlanga relied on power more so than skill. And that's where his downfall was. He's hitting guys and then going out. Now when he's at the higher levels, and this is another thing what a lot of people don't realize, is boxing, when you're at the pinnacle of the division or you're at the top of the division, you're fighting the guys in the top 10. It's hard to land even a combination with these guys, nor so get the knockdown or knockout. It's hard. So when you see guys like a Crawford who will knock out a guy in the top 10, like nothing, what he did to Spence and stuff like that, or Tank, what he did to like Frank Martin, that's when you know that there's levels, past levels, and these guys are knocking top tier fighters out.
Mm-hmm.
Out. Like what Tank did to Frank Martin was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even
with Barrios, we see now that Barrios is a real deal because he got a belt back. Look what Barrios did to Ugas. And Tank was knocking him all the way, all across the ring. Look at, it was a tough fight. I mean, short notice and everything, but Tank and Pitbull, and then we saw what Pitbull was after that. You know what I'm saying?
The Rolly.
Yeah, Pitbull became a champion. I mean, there are, like you said, there's levels. Like there's guys that are good. There's guys that are, you understand? Terrence is great. Mayweather was great. Canelo, great. I can't wait for that card. I mean, Berlanga, I think he's made too much money. He has this crazy fan base that I don't know why. I don't know why. if you're gonna throw, you know how many people was at that parade that he threw after getting his ass whooped for 12 rounds with Canelo?
So I was trying to say
There's a
he's a
parade,
heart
bro.
he's a heart of New York though. He got a lot of people that fuck with him. He's in the streets too. He's known. You know what I mean. So that's why you got that fan base.
Psh, I don't give a damn, bro. There's plenty of New York guys. I mean, like if you're gonna get behind Berlanga, why aren't you behind Hitchens? Why aren't you behind Shushu? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Shushu and Hitchens are a way better investment when it comes to fandom than Berlanga is. Only thing Berlanga can really do is you're just talking. There's nobody at 68 that Berlanga can really give problems to that's elite. Boo Boo can come out from whatever rock that he's under right now and put hands and feet on Berlanga. It'll be easy work. Give Boo Boo 3 weeks to get ready for Berlanga, and I swear to God, bro, it's easy work.
Yeah, Boo Boo, the truth. He only lost to Benavidez.
Benavidez, yeah. You know,
shout out to Benavidez because he's about to fight a monster himself. And this boy said on paper, Benavidez smokes me. But in that ring, when they fight, that's gonna be a tough challenge for Benavidez.
Shit, you put Resendiz in there with Berlanga. Ooh,
put
Resendiz in there. You don't want that. You don't want that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. There's nobody.
Berlanga got a lot to think about. That's all. And you gotta. I think he should switch trainers. He needs someone to start educating his jab. He needs to start taking steps back. He needs to start taking angles. He got the power. He needs to know how to just get his power to the opponent and not fall in and get hit.
Yeah, and he needs a Roach. He needs a Robert Garcia. Shit. Who else? Who else, man? Who would be a good trainer?
Bomac.
Bomac would be. Yeah, he needs a Bomac. That's what you hit it right on the nose. That's what he needs.
Bomac will make him nasty.
Yeah, and get some sparring work in there with Terrence to really show you. Yeah,
Bomac will turn him into a monster. Bomac is a very good trainer.
Or Prentice Brewer. Put him
in. Even this dude, Breadman. Breadman's a good trainer himself too.
Breadman will be an upgrade to whoever he got right now. He's an upgrade. Breadman, Bomac, Brewer, Robert Garcia, Freddie Roach. You get one of them guys, you'll be all right. Don't stay away from Derek James though, because Derek James, I don't know what's going on with his fighters. I don't know. They're not looking good. AJ looked terrible. Ryan Garcia looks terrible. Alicia Bumgarner looks terrible. Spence looked terrible. Frank Martin. I mean, where the hell? Frank Martin just left Derek James. He got another trainer now.
James. I don't even know what to say about Derek James. I'm not trying to say he's a bad trainer, but he's missing. Even the stuff he was telling to Alicia Bumgarner and in the corner. It's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit there and try to cut throat on his trainer, but he's not elite. You go back and get like Virgil. Was it Virgil Hill or not Virgil? Well, not Virgil.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about what you call his old trainer.
Yeah, Andre Ward.
Yeah. He needs something. Whatever he's doing, he needs to do something different. Like you said, he needs to go back to the lab, and he needs to go to the basics of boxing. Get your head off the line.
Right.
Develop your jab. He needs to turn. One, you need to get your jab right, and two, you need to start turning your punches over.
He just got to set traps, and he got to, he has good power. He just got to know how to get his power off.
Yes.
Not load up and stay right there and get countered. Yes. Like that's why he fell into that trap.
He needs to set his power up. Set it up.
She shot a couple of shots and stood right in front of him. And what's his name? Hans. What's his name?
Shiraz.
Shiraz. Bop, 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 like right there. He ain't no covering, no nothing. He took all that.
No head movement, nothing. He just thought he can take his power. He just thought he could just walk him down and take his power.
Do you see how long he is? How big he is? The
Bro.
punch that hurt you is the end of the punch. All the way through. I mean, come on, boy. That right hand, I told you, the second time he got hit, knocked out. Go back and look at that second knockdown. That was the end of the fight, man. He was like shaking. He couldn't even barely get up. He could barely listen to the ref. He could barely walk to the corner. He comes out the next round, gets clipped.
Yep.
That second knockdown was really what it was. Because he was fighting a little bit after the first knockdown. Then he got hit with that big combination. It was over after that.
Over. But yeah, man, that wraps up the weekend's recap. You got anything else, Champ, before we get out of here?
No. We got some big fights still coming. There's a fight with Bam Bam this Saturday. So, we look forward to that. And
Yeah.
we definitely need more of those women cards. That's for sure. I would like to see Shields versus Shadeja Green. That's another name she should be fighting. And there's talks about her and Layla Ali. Maybe Layla Ali might come out of retirement and face her now.
Layla Ali is asking for way too much bread, bro. She said 15 to 20 million. Like, who do you think you are? Who do you think
Ali,
you are? Yeah,
undefeated.
How old are you? How old are you?
You know how Layla Ali is. Layla Ali is the truth, man. And she's undefeated.
Yeah, but she's not worth 15. She's not worth 15 mil, bro. I'm sorry. Shit. And listen, I love Layla, bro. Don't get it. If she hears this, listen, champ, I apologize in advance.
Turkey Al-Sheikh might think different though.
Man, listen, Turkey Al-Sheikh gave Terrence Crawford 10 million. Why would he give Layla Ali 15?
Are you sure about that? That's
Terrence Crawford out of his own lips said that I'm only getting $10 million for this fight.
Damn.
Terrence himself out of his own lips, 10 million. Why would he give Terrence, the pound for pound king, 10 million and then go back and give Layla Ali, who's been out the ring for how long now? Well, how long has it been? 15 years? 12, 13? 13 years?
That's why. Right there. She fighting the number one fighter, the female GOAT, right, as we speak. The GOAT versus the GOAT. That would be a fucking amazing fight.
Not for no 15 million, champ. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, maybe not for that much, but who will win that fight? That's the question.
Come on, Clarissa, bro. Like if it was Layla in her prime, if this was Layla even 10 years ago, I'm not even going to go back to when last time she was. If this was just Layla 10 years ago, okay, we can have a debate on who's going to win that fight. But Clarissa Shields, bro, in her prime right now, come on, man. Clarissa is going to walk Layla, walk her.
Clarissa got speed over everybody. That's one of her major. And Carissa's a good thinker too in that ring too. She could fight.
Extremely high IQ.
Yeah,
extremely disciplined jab. Very disciplined jab.
And she's dog. She got a dog in her, but Layla too though. Layla is a beast, bro.
She got dog, but she don't let the dog take over the fight. She still thinks in there. You know what I'm saying? Like she never panics ever. If she has to make an adjustment, she'll make an adjustment mid-round before she even gets to the corner. She'll make her own adjustments in the ring mid-round. Layla is not, bro. She's been out the ring way too long. Clarissa is gonna. I don't even want to see Layla Ali get in that ring with this Clarissa Shields. I don't even want to see that for her, bro. Stay out the ring, stay commentating, keep your legacy. You're an Ali, Muhammad Ali's daughter. Just keep that with you. You don't want to come back, even if, let's say that they do give you $15 million, right? Then it would be worth it. But you're gonna get your money's worth, champ. You're gonna halfway through that fight, you're gonna wish that you never took that fight. Because Clarissa, and because I know Layla's mouth, and when she gets to talking like that, and you go and piss off Clarissa Shields, Clarissa may get in there and play with her, just to be like, you was talking all that shit. Now I'm gonna just drag you in the deep water. I'm gonna extend this ass whooping for as long as possible, so people can make the memes and the shorts and the TikTok videos and all this. I want to give them as much footage as possible for me putting hands on you, bro. Clarissa is gonna. I don't even believe you think Layla has a chance after all these years.
I don't know. It all depends. Layla's a good fighter, period.
like I said, if you took Prime Layla and you took and the Carissa Shields right now versus Prime Layla, that's a fight.
Yeah.
That's a fight. For real. I would pay to see that fight. But right now, come on, man. It ain't fair, bro. It's not fair.
I agree with you, champ.
But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. We should have look at this guy.
He's out capping about what? I'm capping about what, Layla?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said it twice. I don't know what he was. I don't know how long that comment's been there, but yeah, we should have some interviews coming up. I don't want to say yet. We got to lock it in real quick, but should be real soon. So make sure you stay tuned. Stay tuned to our Instagram.
Yes.
Like I said, TikTok is up. You can follow us there. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. This is the Valley Savage, Coach Leaf.
You already know.
And we out.